The term sex worker has been adopted more recently by academic circles and advocate groups to be more affirming and inclusive. But something else is going on here. I'm going to apply Chomsky's concept of manufacturing consent to the public debate on pornography and the use of the term sex worker. The idea is to frame prostitution and pornography primarily as work. The conversation shifts towards labor rights and away from questions about exploitation, objectification, and whether these industries should exist at all. Conversation is shaped by certain questions being treated as legitimate. And today the debate largely centers on whether pornography is empowering or disempowering, ethical or unethical, consensual or exploitative. And the answers usually sound like individual choice and personal agency. And in my opinion, that is deflecting from the much more important questions. We ask if she chose it, or if they consented, or were they paid enough. But we're not asking these questions. What happens to performers years later? Why aren't we studying performers' mental health, addiction, and suicide more? What role does pornography play in exploitation and trafficking? And what about the correlation between porn users, aggression to women, and domestic violence? What happens when pornography becomes the young person's sex education? How does it shape the way that we see women, intimacy, and consent? Who makes the money or who pays the price? Is this just entertainment, or is this a public health issue? These questions aren't forbidden. It's just that some questions become more normalized while others are treated outside the acceptable debate. In Chomsky's terms, consent is shaped not by removing disagreement, but by narrowing the framework through which issues are understood. The term sex worker does more than describe a form of labor. It shapes the framework of the debate, directing attention towards choice and rights, while making broader questions about exploitation and objectification and the social consequences of pornography harder to examine.